So our custom code has now been merged into the release branch. And if you do a team pull, you should see a new a new folder called src-customer. Inside of that folder, you should see all of the customers that were in the ihms-custom repo. And if you dig around, you should be able to find all of the code that you were working on before. So now that we know where it is, how do we compile it? In order to do that, we use an ant target, and to update your ant targets, you have to go to this special folder I created called .env-specific and locate these two files. Copy these to the root of your project and overwrite whatever you have right now. If you have special settings, like for instance if your BBJ is not located in c:/basis-bbj, then you would want to update your build properties as soon as you do that. So if you refresh your ant target over here, you should see a new one called compile-custom. And if we kick that off, it'll compile everything in the src-customer folder. On my machine, this takes about 8 minutes. Once it's compiled, we can refresh the project. There should be a new folder called lib2. It should mirror the source-customer folder, except that of course, it should be compiled files. Go ahead and set that to derived to keep it from showing up in your searches. So now that we have compiled files, how do we test these things? And we have to make use of new functionality in the latest ihms-setup.jar. And this is located in the lib0 folder. And most of us have just copied our files into this folder manually. And in order to stay in sync with the latest resources in here, we need to set that folder up as a Git repo. So I'm going to close Eclipse, and then I'm going to find the lib0 folder and delete it. Then I'm going to open a command prompt, and I'm going to clone the lib0 folder from the ihms-lib0 repo. Now our lib0 contains the latest ihms setup, and I'm going to kick off Eclipse and launch setup from the ant target. So there's a new drop down here on the right hand side. You can choose which customer you're working on and then generate your configs. That's going to add an entry to the prefix for that customer. Notice that the old libcustomer/custom is still first on the prefix and it will take precedence, but we have this new entry from the compiled lib2 folder, and it's pointing specifically at the EYA compiled stuff. So now I'm going to test it by creating a test program in the EYA folder and see if I can run it from the console.